Hello and welcome to Challenger League Season 15. We're going to be starting it off here in Malaysia, one of people's favourite base tracks. Well, it depends on who you ask. I'm joined here today by Phantomy, last season's champion.
How are you doing, Kiro?
I'm doing good, how are you?
I'm really excited to see the new generation of cars in the Challenger League. Uh, After last season was quite interesting. I liked it a lot. Of course, I won. Uh, I'm really excited for the fight that we're gonna see. Probably gonna see Guziman, Blank, Manbegot get at it, and maybe we're gonna have a surprise. What do you think?
I think we might have one, as Blank is on provisional poll with a 30.03. What do you think poll time is going to be here? Will they manage a sub 30 time?
I'm gonna go for the wild guess that surprisingly none of them do one, and it's gonna stay as 30.03 by Blank.
Ooh, well, Blank's definitely in the best position right now, and so is his teammate Manbear Goat, currently in third. Miyamura splitting them. So let's see now, second lap of quali, who will improve? We see Manbear Goat with a .92, disproving Phantomy's guess instantly. But yes, looking like a good quali for Cento Corsa, who are locking out 1 and 2 right now. Urist is in 5th. He's been partying day and night, and he is currently looking for one of his best qualies in recent memory in CL. Let's see here, final lap, will we see any improvements? No. Oh yes, Manberg, .63!
And Guziman gets it, whoa, .63!
.63! Wow. That is, ladies and gentlemen, that is 600ths away from the world record set by ChargeGT at .57. And Manberg Gold's just hit it in the CL qualifying just like that. But yeah, let's take a rundown here.
What just happened? I think we don't realize what we just witnessed.
That is crazy. We've got Manbear Goat starting from a pole position, but of course he'll be starting from 10th for the sprint, as the top 10 will be reversed for the sprint. Blank, his teammate, starting from second. It's a 1-2 lockout for Cento Corsa in the qualifying. Guziman, experienced man, he's starting from third, followed by Miyamura. Then Guzi's teammate Kiato starts 5th, Jiruni starts 6th, Urist with a good qualifying starting 7th, Jonathan Furix starts 8th, Krato 9th. Phantomy, your turn. Bottom 9.
Oh, sorry. Jose is finishing that top 10 in a 30.25, which is still a pretty great time. The midfield is very squished. Then we got Tomatoes in P11, Bituko doing his debut in CL for Velocity Power Team in P12. Then we got Dog Gamer in 13, Vlad in 14, 15 is Rafita, then Drozdov, Rusky P17, the return of him. We haven't seen him in a while. I think last time it was in season 13, round 3 in Lago Maggiore. And Ofiuko in P18 is finishing that qualifying session.
Yep, so for the sprint, of course, the top 10 are going to be reversed, which means Gosa will be starting from 1st, and Manbear Goat will be starting from 10th. How do you think that will impact the sprint?
In my opinion, Manbear Goat is gonna have a much easier timeline before in sprints, knowing that, as we see, he's the faster man today, 4 tenths ahead of P2, and he went from 200 ping to 50, so it's definitely gonna help him, and he's gonna survive a lot more and create less chaos at the start. But I think it's Manbear Goat's gonna do well from P10. And there we go.
Here we go, Gosa and Krato starting us off. Jiruni with a slow start, so does Tomatoes. And we've got Blank struggling a bit there. We got Manbear Goat, we got Ghost, Krato, Urist already up there past Johnny, looking for a move, but goes slow now, goes into grass. Krato and Gosa getting away. Let's see how are the Cento Corsas doing. Manbear Goat, Blank, we got Alexi Drozdov with a good start. We've got him and Tomatoes and Miyamura all over the place. They're all fighting. Alexi looks to have been sandwiched. Hits the grass. Jiruni also not with the greatest start. Kiato forced a bit off there. Krato and Ghost are having a relatively calm Sprint in the lead, but they've got this pack behind them, and Blank really attacking Jonathan. Of course, he's got the ping here, so he's probably already was ahead on the screen, but now he's definitely ahead in third. Jonathan seems to have taken some grass there, but on his screen it appears he was driving on the road, so that's something to watch out for other drivers. Eurist in 5th, Kiato in 6th, then Guzzi, then Manbergo, our pole setter.
Also, but slow down.
Our record setter Guzzi goes deep on the inside of the first turn. What do you see around here, Phantomy?
I see for sure a lot of chaos. It's one big death pack that's just rage right now. So less chaos in lap 3. Still, it's very condensed, and we see kind of people dying all around the place. So
yeah,
definitely some interesting CRAs. And we see Blank is already...
Yeah, he's already caught the Krato. Gosa's dropped a bit. Manbergo has caught him and Jonathan. We saw Kiato earlier on my POV kill Miyamura, but now he's in a pack together with Eurist and Guzzi and the aforementioned victim. But we've got Blank in the lead right now, and of course with that ping, that means he probably sees himself even further ahead of Krato, not to mention the fact that he looks like he might be escaping from Krato's slip. Krato now getting back right behind him. Apologies for that.
And Blank is still searching for his first win.
Yeah, he's asking and this is a good chance for it, of course. He's asking for slipstream from Krato. He just wants to get away. We've got Jonathan nicely running in the third. Oh, a bit of lag there. Not sure if for him or for me. But yeah, he wants to not get caught by Guzzi, who's driving rapid right now. He's got Eurist right behind him. Gosa's dropped to 6th, unfortunately. Kiato forced into the grass there. We've got Manbergo, he's got some ping. We've got DoGamer down the inside. Oh, that's a big... well, I wouldn't necessarily call it a dive bomb, but that's a big move from DoGamer there. Went wide on the turn himself, forced Manbergo wide. Definitely could have... done that better. It looks like he slightly forced Miyamura off there, and with Jero and Kiato also involved, that pack of 5 is looking crazy. Blank has he's run away from Krato's slipstream, and this is the best chance he's ever had for that win. Of course, he's finished 2nd 4 times last season, and I think he only drove about 8 or 10 races. Every single time he finished P2, he finished behind our CL Drivers Champion, who's sitting in a commentary booth with us today, Phantomy. And now that Phantomy's banned from CL as a result of course, his dominant championship win, Blank might be able to pull it off instantly. Yeah, this is his time.
Yeah, out of the 8 races he did, he got 5 podiums with 4 P2s, and every single time, as you said, indeed, I just checked, it was me ahead. So this definitely opens a lot of doors for him to just sweep that championship and do a big hit on the mental of everyone else in the first round.
Yep, Johnny's dropped to P4 behind Guzzi. We see Eurist and Gosa here trying to drive together somewhat. Eurist making a few mistakes. Earlier he went for a risky maneuver really fast out of the final turn. Thankfully avoided any pit wall incident between himself and Gosa. Now, one nice move there. Waited for Gosa to make the wrong line on that turn and then just switch backed. And that was really nice, smart driving from him. Manbergo, however, has caught up to them, as Blank has just extended his lead. Guzzi getting close to Krato. It looks like Jonathan, I think at least from my perspective, it looks like he's had some lag issues here and there, and he did indeed just teleport there. Hopefully that subsides a bit. Manbergo has gone past Eurist and Gosa now, and Jiruni is now catching up to them. Kiato and DoGamer fighting for 9th. Is it a top 10 point system in sprint? In CL sprints?
I think it is, yes. It is a top 10 and a top 12 for the feature race.
Yep, so that's Kiato and DoGamer fighting for the final points. We got Vlad. Let's give some love to the people out in the back. We got Vlad in 11th. We got Tomatoes, who had a few issues in the connection check, but it looks like they got resolved. He's in 12th. Miyamura has had a mare of a race. He's in 13th, and he's just lost some time to Vlad and Tomatoes. We got Rafita in 14th. Bituko, I think he's our only debutant today. He's in 15th. Ofyuko in 16th. Rusky, on his return since quite a while. He's in 17th. Alexei Drozdov having a nice lonely race in 18th, but he has not DNF'd, which is respectable. Blank has now pulled 4 seconds on Krato, who's definitely feeling the pressure of that Guzzi behind him, and Jonathan has not let off too much now as we start the final lap of the race. And Blank is pretty much sure to do it now. 5 seconds he's got on him. Guzzi getting close now to behind Krato. Are we going to see a last lap overtake? Guzzi makes a mistake. Yes, he hits the grass. And that's not good news for him, as we see Blank across for the final turn, and Blank, for the first time in Challenger League, wins the Malaysian Sea Prix Sprint. Krato holds off Guzzi for 2nd, and Jonathan in 4th. Manbergo was very close behind at the end there, 5th. Jurist with a nice 6th. We got Juruni finishing 7th. Gosa 8th. It's 9th for Dogamer, who just beats out Kiato. And it is Vlad, Tomatoes, Miyamura, Ofuyuko, Rafita, Ruski, Bituko in 17th apparently. I'm not sure if he lost that much time or if there was some sort of lag issue. Alexei Drozdov finishing in 18th. But yeah, what did you think of that dominant Blank sprint victory? 5 seconds.
Really not much to say, just 5 seconds is dominating. He is the only one in the 30 seconds. Which is an honorable lap time in the wets, and it's basically nothing to say, just commending lead. He kept it, managed the pressure, and just won it.
Any other performances that you felt should be highlighted?
The one performance that should be highlighted, I even say I have to, Johnny Fu. Jonathan Fulks in P4. We don't see him a lot, but when he's here, he's present, and I think he got banned from J a few seasons ago, and he's proving that he's worth in CM, just barely out of that podium place. And another one is Jurist beating out his arch nemesis Jabuni in P7. So yeah, that was an interesting sprint.
Yeah, those were some very nice surprises, and of course Johnny last season got his first ever CL victory in the sprint in Ordos, so he's got some experience with being at the top in CL sprints. Let's see if he's able to also convert that to some experience in the CL features. Here we go for the feature. Now, in practice, a lot of people liked mediums and hards, but those are UL people, and right here we've got mostly softs. A lot of the drivers back at the grid have opted for hards and mediums. Oh, Kiato! Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone forced out, and he's gone forced into the grass now as well. It's Manbergo, Guzzi, and Blank in the lead pack, followed by Miyamura and Juruni. Miyamura had a great qualifying for P4. Who is talking right now? Shut up. Jurist and Juruni fighting with Miyamura in that second pack for P4.
Oh, Bituko just died.
Did Bituko just die? He's fighting Kiato.
He died with Johnny.
Oh, Miyamura died. And look at this pack, and who's gone wide there in the background? Rafita and Alexei Drozdov. Oh my, this is more chaotic than the sprint. Look at this middle field pack. This is insane. Right now, Juruni's
death pack. And Dietrich was having a great launch. He gained 3 places in that straight, and Krato is off.
Krato in the pit wall! Oh no, Krato! Finished second in the sprint, and he's currently 16th. He's gonna have to perform a comeback here. But we've got Manbergo, Guzzi, Blank as they were in the lead pack. Juruni, I'd say, is in one of the best positions here. He's not on the softs, he's on the medium tires. He just has to hope that the drivers ahead will just fight each other or make mistakes.
And we got Jurist in P5.
Jurist in P5, he's driving with Jonathan. Jonathan looking for a move there. Jurist not really willing to give up that position. And he does quite cut off. He does cut off Jonathan into the grass there, unfortunately, but it's a very, very tight set of turns.
And Dogamer
is behind him. Dogamer also having a pretty good race. Oh, he does make a mistake. Gosa hits the back of him. Then we got Tomatoes, we got Vlad. Those two have gotten better starts. So is Ruski. Bituko sadly is down to 12 fighting Miyamura. Is definitely not.
Ruski almost
Oh,
in the pit.
Kiato into the pit wall, forced
pushed
by
in the wall.
Rafita. Caught live on tape. Oh, Kiato.
Rafita's gonna get the shit bitten out of him by the Uray. Oh,
This poor man, he's been assaulted, he's been tortured today, and this has been not the greatest of feature starts. Blank looks to have. Oh, he didn't. Okay, only his trailer hit the pit wall. Thought for a second he did, but he has lost Guzzi and Manbergo for whatever reason it may be. Jiruni, Eurus, Jonathan, as they were. We've got this pack here of Vlad, Tomatoes, Dogamer, and Gossa. We got Vlad and Tomatoes, two very experienced, very old drivers. Well, Vlad, way more than Tomatoes, but Tomatoes still has experience. And then we got Dogamer and Gossa, very, very new drivers that have found success in JL recently. And yeah, we got Vlad and Dogamer fighting for 7th.
P18.
I don't know, but he's not DNFing, so I am proud of him.
And he's beating. He hit the.
Oh, Manbergo! Busy man! Lag rocket! And this is terrible for them! Blank is into the lead, Jiruni into P2. Oh my god, they just turned at the wrong time when they were in contact with each other, just lag rocketed each other out. And now they're gonna have to come back from that, and that is really bad for both of them. Alexei Drozdov in the pit. It looks like he might be retiring the car. We got Blank, of course, in the lead. Jiruni in second with the fastest lap, despite being on mediums. That is quite impressive. We got Dogamer, Gossa, pitting after 8 laps on the softs. These two are our first pitters, other than Alexei.
Kratos is off.
Kratos off. Oh wow. This is a night to forget for Heritage performance in terms of the feature. At least Kratos got that P2. And we got Blank. We got lots of people pitting now. Jonathan coming out. What's happened there? Did you see that lag, or is that just me?
No, I did not see it. Sorry.
Alright, well, Jonathan having some issues here. We're gonna have to monitor him. Jiruni is into the pits now after 9 laps on the medium tires, so I guess those two that were pitted after 7 laps on the soft. Jiruni's gonna exit behind Blank and just next to Urist, who's on dead medium tires. Jiruni's not gonna be happy if he's slowed down by Urist or Jonathan. He does get past them. He will not rest until they are out of his slipstream, though, I assume. Urist and Jonathan just looking to get some of that slipstream. Urist going for a move. I don't think that's very wise of him, but he doesn't kill Jerus, so it's not that bad. Will he pit now? He does go for the pit, and Jonathan beats him entering the pits.
He's back on track and back in the pits.
Yeah, he just had a short break. Some mechanical issues with the car. Never mind, he's gone. Blank's in a race lead, followed by Jiruni. Guzziman and Manbergo have caught up to Jiruni, who does have the hard tires, so does Blank. And Guzzi and Manbergo have opted for the faster mediums. Tomatoes up in 5th at the current moment. He's still out on hard tires, hasn't pitted yet. Ruski's in 6th. Urist in 7th, having pitted. And Jonathan right behind him on the same strategy. Rafita hasn't pitted yet, fighting Vlad, who has. Thankfully, Rafita wasn't going into the pits there, or he would have 100% forced Vlad. And Ruski has pitted now, and he's come out in 14th. Guzziman gone past Jerry.
It seems like in the P2 slip train, there is a little battle in the... It's interesting, Manbergo's going for the move.
Guzzi and Manbergo have gone past Jiruni, and now they're setting their sights, of course, on Blank. Guzziman, they're avoiding that pit wall. Obviously, you want to be doing that because hitting the pit wall does not gain you time. Tomatoes is into the pits now, which promotes Urist up to P5, followed by Jonathan and then Vlad. Tomatoes comes out in P8 just ahead of Dogamer and Gossa. This is looking like a solid points haul for Bobcat Racing. They're in P5 and P8 at the current moment. Anything you can see happening around the track? Any interesting battles?
Miyamura just going for some moves on Jose, but just killed himself. Otherwise, it seems pretty calm. Dogamer's going for a move on Tomatoes, and no, he just backs off. It seems like the battles are going pretty chill. Maybe something happened in the stop to sleep train. Guzman has break out of Manbego's sleep train, and Jeroni seems to be right outside of that little barrier. Uh, so
Yeah,
yeah,
might
they are
have
not
been.
in a sleep train.
Yeah, might have been some incident, might have been a mistake from Manbergo. Of course, he's slightly on the pinger side, so incidents more often can happen there. Jera now really putting in the pressure on the back of his trailer at least.
It seems like they're catching Guzzi a little bit.
It seems so. I think Jera is looking to slipstream for now. He just wants to get closer to Goat so he can hold on to that slipstream nicely. He's got the hard tires, he's got the slower tires. Guzzi Man just doing everything in his power to try and close down on Blank, but his last lap was 3/10 slower, which is
Oh, Rescue
generally
and
not.
Rafita are going side by side in the final straight. Rescue seems to have the best of it.
Oh, oh!
Ooh, that
That was
almost
very
good.
close. Congratulations to those two for not doing anything with the. Oh, and he makes a mistake on turn 2. That was very, very close. Good job on Ruski and Rafita, but Rafita has now taken the final points position, and Krato's nightmare
Something's
continues. He's
happening
in
to him.
15th, and Kiato's nightmare as well. What's
Yato
happening
and Krato were the outsiders of last season. Maybe the new generation of cars are not for them, as they went from podium seaters to just not being here.
Yeah, Gosa is the first one to pit for a second time out of those still running. He's currently running in 13th. He exited just behind Ruski and Rafita. We've got some position changes here. Manbergo and Girini scrapping a little bit more. They were close to Guzzi, but after that scrap, it's looking worse for them. And I think Jer's just trying to get past. Of course, forced off by the trailer there. Yeah, squeezed off by the trailer. But you do gotta remember, Manbergo sees himself about like 4 car lengths. Oh yeah, that's something from Jero, right? I felt the passion and emotion in that one, but he did not kill him. At least he just went for that.
In emotion, I would say frustration in that emotion part.
Yeah, I'd say so. But he is ahead now. I think he just
and
lost
I think
confidence.
Manbergot is out of it.
Yeah, I think he lost confidence in Manbergot's pace after they were unable to catch up to Guzzi, or maybe they caught up to Guzzi and they just lost him again. Can't be sure about that, but Manbergot staying behind for now. And Guzzi just driving ahead. Oh, that was really close for Guzzi. Really good save from him. But again, 2/10 slower than Blank last lap. It seems that Guzzi is just stuck in that 2 to 3 seconds behind Blank. It seems he might actually be losing time to him as his tires now start wearing. Of course, makes a mistake there. Urist having a very calm race in P5. Jonathan has lost quite some time to him, and now he's got to be worried about Tomatoes and Vlad behind. Then we've got Rafita. We're going to continue with that later because Blank, Guzzi and Manbergo all have pitted now. Blank onto another set of hard tires. He will take those to the end. That's 12 laps until the end. Will Guzzi and Manbergo take the mediums to the end for 12? I think they might.
They can go till the end, but it's going to be complicated for sure.
As Manbergo exits behind Urist, Guzzi Man does manage to exit ahead of Urist, who's yet to pit for a final time.
In my opinion, medium 12 is just pushing it a bit over the limits.
And look at that.
For the safety, it would be better if they went hard 12. But it's their choice, and if it pays off for them, it's great.
Yeah, Dope Gamer, the only one out on the track on soft tires. We had so many people starting on the softs, but now all of them, except for Dope Gamer, have abandoned those tires. They want those mediums, those hards, to complete their strategy. Dope Gamer going down the inside of Ghost, pretty good overtake there. Did send Ghost wide, but in a clean way, of course. Ghost just unable to really get a good line after that overtake.
The gamer is aiming to get Vlad's slipstream.
Yeah, now he's looking for Vlad, and Blank has already caught up to the back of Jero, who's still out on those worn hard tires. I think he wants to... Oh, he does force Blank off there, unfortunately. He does want to, I think, Jero finish on the soft tires here. 9 or 8 laps. I think it might be 8. No, he's decided to go now. Will he go for the softs or will he go safe for the mediums? But Tuchel pitting with him. He does go for the mediums for 9 laps. And in my opinion, I think that's not the right call. Because you're already going to get undercut by all those ahead of you. You might as well just go for softs. Because at the very least, you might catch up to them, even if those tires
is a bit
are
over
bad.
the limits.
Yeah, even if those tires are bad at the end, though, you still want to at least have that chance, you know, with the slipstream. It could work. But he's decided to go for the safe option, and I think that's pretty much P4 for him, unless Mandergo makes some severe errors. He's the tire difference is not the biggest, but Guzzi Man is now within 2 seconds of Blank.
And Vlad got pushed off the track by Rafita, who pitted. He almost went in the pits like Kiato did to Jeruni in Fukuoka around 5 last season. We all remember that. Pretty funny situation.
Guzzi was a tenth faster than Blank last lap. What about this lap? .65 from Blank, .45 from Guzzi, 2 tenths faster this lap. Guzzi is on the better pace. Blank with those hards may have flown too close to the sun. Manbergo in third, however, means Cento Corsa is almost surely on for a double podium. Girouni is in fourth. Urist still in a calm race in fifth, despite Vlad getting close behind, so he might not want to get complacent here. It is Vlad in sixth, followed by Jonathan in seventh, who's looking to fight Vlad, in fact. Miyamura in eighth. Tomatoes in ninth on the soft tires, though Gamer...
Jonathan cut through the grass and obliterates Vlad. This was an interesting move.
What will Vlad's response be? For now he's slipping him, but he might go for a move here, and he is looking for it. He's looking to crucially cut off that outside for Jonathan, make him feel more uneasy about taking that turn 1, but Jonathan manages to take it. But this is a pack of 4 cars fighting for P7, P6, and Tomatoes goes through. Look at that! He's on the fresh soft tires, and he's just run away from them. Jonathan Miyamura, that is surely lag for me.
That's lag from the server, indeed.
Oh, so yeah, I am the server. Jonathan, Jonathan, getting away from Miyamura after that sort of lag rocket. Blank Guzzi Man, let's see. Guzzi Man, pretty similar times. Guzzi Man 400 slower. I think those mediums are worn now. I don't think Guzzi, unless Blank has a bad patch of laps, I don't think Guzzi will be able to catch him now. Manbergo might be able to catch Guzzi if he's unaware. Girouni, Urus, not much happening there. Tomatoes, he's on those fresh soft tires. He's left the soft tires for last, and it's worked out great for him. And this is an amazing points hole for Bobcat Racing that we might see here. And we've got Jonathan behind him on fairly worn mediums, then Miyamura on more worn hards, and Vlad on about the same level of worn hards as Miyamura. Got Rafita in 10th, we got Gosa in 11th, and Do Gamer in 12th. The ones outside the points are Kiao in 13th, Ruski in 14th, Ofiyuko in 15th, Krato in 16th, and it looks like Batuko's somehow 19 seconds behind Krato. I'm not sure what happened there to him. Maybe server lag or something, but he has also pitted an extra time compared to Krato, so that might be part of it. Yeah, we've got...
Range. With 1.5 laps left, he's 1.5 seconds ahead of Guzzi Man, and he's probably gonna keep it all the way down till the final lap. So... yeah,
well, yeah, even if Guzzi catches up to him, he also needs to, you know, get in that slip and go for the moves. Yeah. And right now, that's just not looking good for Guzzi. And once again, he'll just have to finish right behind.
And Guzzi Man is lapping his teammate Kiato.
He is. You'll just have to be satisfied with this, and I think he will be satisfied with this. Because this is not a bad result whatsoever. Third in the sprint, and this second in the feature.
This mistake with Manbergo, the lag rockets on the right side of the map,
that might have cost it. There. Blank comes across to win again, and win for the second time. Guzzi in second, Manbergo in third, Jeru in fourth, Eurest has actually been caught up to by his teammate Tomatoes on the final turn here. Can Tomatoes make a move? He heads the back of Eurest, and Eurest will come across the line for 5th. Tomatoes in 6th. We have not seen that good a Bobcat racing performance in a long time. Jonathan in 7th. Miyamura in 8th beats out Vlad. Rafita is in 10th. 11th for Gosa. And Do Gamer in 12th is your final points finisher. Kiato, unfortunately for him, in 13th. Ruski in 14th, Krao with a race to forget in 15th, Ofuyuko in 16th, Batuko a lap behind, he's going to be classified in 17th, Alexei Drozdov, your only DNF so far this weekend I think, in 18th. Any thoughts about that race?
I'm proud of Eurest. Very proud of him.
Tomatoes with the fastest lap as well. Bobcat, just a great start.
Definitely a great day for Bobcat Racing. We haven't seen them this high for quite a long time, and yeah, congratulations. We also saw that Cento Corse really have a title-winning duo, and Guzman is probably going to be the Spanish raider in the middle of them, splitting them for the whole season. So yeah, what did you think about it?
Yeah, Cento Corso, the strong lineup, and then you've got a bunch of teams here that are relying more on one driver, like Jeru's HRT, Jonathan's Rekar, Miyamura and Kratos a bit less. They both had one good race, one bad race. Vlad with Matservo, definitely one of them as well. And Eurest must be happy with his acquisition of Tomatoes here, because Bobcat might actually do a good performance here, of course. And Blank must be very, very happy with the double victory, his first victory and then his second victory, won by one. Manbergo also the podium in that insane pole position time. But if we've got any of them in the VC right now, we can do some interviews. If we've got, I don't see Blank, I see Guzzi in P2. Guzzi, you want to talk about your race? How was it?
It was alright. I was chilling in Manbergo's slip for the first stint. That was very nice. And then I don't know what happened. I think we ended up in a lag rocket or something into the gravel, and that kind of lost us the battle for the win. And I only managed to get P2 sadly. Tried to hunt Blank down, but yeah, it wasn't enough. What's he do?
Yeah, well, I mean, P3 in the sprint, P2 in the feature might be a bit bittersweet given that you were very close to catching the person in front of you in both races, but I'd say double podium, still very good performance from you, thank you. Eurest, you want to tell us about your, I think, double P5 finish?
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised as well. I wasn't even... I wasn't autopilot during qualifying, and I only noticed how high I was when you mentioned that I was P5. That was a surprise. I didn't really practice this car. I didn't practice the new car at all. I only practiced with the old one, so I kind of used the CC to get my hang of it, but I think it feels good. It was a chill race. I think there was like an incident in the first few laps that a huge gap formed between me and Jeru, and there was like a bunch of cars bunched up behind. I kind of got lucky there because I ran away. I only had like Johnny for a while, who was a bit unnerving because of his random lag moments, but yeah, just kept it safe. At the end, Tomatoes got really close. That was a bit scary, but I managed to stay just a little bit in front, so yeah, that was nice. Double P5, going in blind into the race, that feels great.
Yeah, next up, Kiao, what about your race? That feature was a bit of a nightmare. Sprint didn't go too great either. Any thoughts?
Damn, it was just so bizarre. I had a lot of pace. I managed to qualify on P5. And I really practiced a lot. I practiced for probably a podium. P5 is worse, but in the very first corner, I get pushed, and I'm gonna say it. I get pushed by Miyamura. Then in the second lap, I get pushed by Member, who was blocking constantly in the race. I think I wasn't the only one. I had some incidents as well in the sprint and in the main with him, and then just the Achilles point was where Fida pushed me into the pit wall, and I knew there that my race was over.
All right. Well, that was CL Season 15, our inaugural round. So, thank you all for racing. Thank you all watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.